Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot oracle, your daily insight on life and love for February 4th, 2022. Also being timely. In time, this could be extremely relevant, horribly irrelevant. I'm not quite sure which, but let's see what's going on. This is a general collective reading, so might not fit everyone's life, and that's perfectly fine. It looks like I'm looking at a challenge here, so if this does make sense, just know that there are brighter days ahead, and I think that you're kind of in the effort towards that right now. But yeah, if you have questions about booking a session, go ahead and find my provided email address or find me on the social platforms and shoot me a message. What are we looking at here? So new resources are coming in after there's been a long strain of you feeling like everything is crumbling underneath your grip. It feels like a lot of either financial loss, a lot of resource loss. I feel like there has been nothing but scarcity around this. So you kind of had to work your magic just to come out of this situation. We have this being something that kind of broke you in your either your faith or your relationships. And I'm seeing that there may have been a lot of behavior and feelings of irrationality. I feel like you kind of, or may have gone a little crazed for a while. It feels like you may have gone crazy for a little bit. Now, I'm not picking on mental health. I'm a major mental health advocate. So this is feeling like you're at your wit's end. That's basically what I'm trying to say in here. I feel like you were made to be broken as a person. But now I see, since awesomely you are still in the game and I'm very proud of you, it looks like, all right, now we have a little bit more of something that is playful that is going to be coming in. And it also feels like it's very individual for you. I almost feel like this was constructed for you. So there is a major sense of co-creation and creativity in here, which is going to give you a new outlook on what it is to have faith and perseverance after a really long time of strife in your life. So what I'm seeing here is, first off, you're not outrunning yourself. I feel like you tried to dodge this numerous times in the past. Let me adjust this back way. How's it going? Yeah, so I feel like you tried to outrun this a lot in the past. I think there was a lot of avoidance going on. There was a lot of even self-gaslighting in this, like, this cannot be. No, I'm in a dream. You know, I get it. I've done it. We've all done it. And I do feel like this has been the storyline for you. So we have the no longer outrunning whatever this backbreaking pain was. Again, I feel like you're at your wit's end. You may feel like you've gone off some sort of a deep end. The thing is, now you're starting to see the material resources come in, and this is something that you can really get creative with. I really do feel like you can get creative with this. See, we have two cards that are indicating a major start in your life. So I want to look at these. Since you are amazingly stubborn, thank the Lord, I see that you're not letting all your cards show. You have a major sense of confidence, and I honestly feel like it comes from your adaptability and perseverance. It's like, go ahead, hit me with whatever you got. Like, I'm not going to be knocked down in here. And I think that this is also pointing to a feeling that you have never felt protected from anything. It feels like you were kind of thrown into the lion's den with this. That's exhausting. I don't know, I'm getting this lion energy, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus time frame, whatever the characteristics of Leo would be. I do feel like you felt like you were tossed into the lion's den in this, like, sink or swim. I do not care. That's like what it feels like, whoever it was that, you know, kind of drew into it. So the feelings that I see that are going on with you are the sense of loss that is coming from whoever it was that you feel had pushed you to this brink. But also I see that you are really working on finding your own personal balance with the sense of earthy energies. Not earthly, I don't mean to say that now, kind of earth-like, grounded energies. So I see that since you're not letting everything be shown to whoever it was that kind of kicked you into the lion's den, you have a major sense of relief, because it's like whatever they don't see or know about you, they can't have access to. I do feel like there is a major effort in you hiding yourself from whatever this energy is, because it'll just sink its claws right into you. I do feel like there's a major loss of whatever the circle was. This could be family, friends, peers, colleagues. Whatever the tribe was, you were kicked out. Huge sense of exile in this. And I see that you don't want to get lost in that situation ever again. So you're looking at the karma of that, whatever the lesson was, and you're keeping your focus on it as to never happen again. But the thing is, it's kind of like you are playing yourself in that still, because you already know that that's not going to happen again, and you already know how you've overcome it. So now it's just like, I got all of these gifts behind my back. You can't say, I'm going to keep looking at you. I'm not going to get attacked again. So it's kind of interesting to look at it like that. But I really don't want you to keep watching the very thing that kicked you out, because it's robbing you of this new vision that is coming into life with you. So I'm not getting the tarot right now as to where to go to. I am feeling pulled to one of these decks over here. Oh, okay, so Healing with the Angels. Are these cards in the right place? Yes, they are. They're just that are flipped over. All right, so what do you need to tell the person who's viewing this? All right, what's this? Ooh, ah. Come on, where'd you go? Where'd it go? Oh, how'd it end up over there? I got this. I can do it. Okay. We have Archangel Michael. So a big point of you doing this is that you don't want to get hurt again. But Archangel Michael is like, listen, you didn't feel protected before. You felt completely exposed. Stop watching it. I've got your back. You have no idea the amount of high-level energies that are watching your back on this. Dreams, huh? Been seeing it in your dreams? Body care. Your body has been giving you a message about this. Your dreams are talking to you and giving you messages through your body. Interesting. What about it? Balance. So this is a huge effort for you to find balance in your life. So you might be feeling a lot of stress-related ailments come about. This is talking about your body once you find and establish more of a balance and less of a desire to watch everything as if it's, even like a petri dish. As long as you start to, well, not as long. If you allow yourself to stop watching everything under a microscope, then you're actually going to find your balance. You watching everything anxiously is going to show up on your body. You're punishing yourself in a new way. So let's see. Ooh. Oakley dokley, we have new beginnings, intentions, listening. What is it that you are trying to accomplish in this new phase? I mean, you have all these tools under your belt. You have all this wisdom. You have all this know-how. What are you trying to do with it? So I think that you've been trying to put out intentions, but you have to be a little bit more direct in what it is that you are putting out. I want you to write it down. I want you to speak it out. I want you to be completely direct and unapologetic with it. There's no vagueness that can be involved in this. I need you to be direct. And I don't want you to start censoring it because you feel like it needs to be a little bit too too broad. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Be direct. You don't need to be vague. There's nothing that's going to ridicule you on this. Whatever you are writing down or speaking out is going to come into existence, and Spirit is telling you to shut up and listen, and it's speaking up, so sit down and listen. Spirit is saying, I can't be any more direct with you. What do you want? Be clear. So, in its own subtle way. All right, so birth and rebirth was just stuck to the bottom. Great. What about it? Wisdom of the Avalon. What do you want to tell the collective? Wealth. What is in your wealth corner? Look at feng shui, feng shui, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it both ways. I need you to know I don't care how you pronounce it. Just what is in your wealth corner? So the novice. Innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice. It's going to take practice. All right, so unstable curiosity, letting go, creating movement, transformation, and then we have magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. Spirit is really screaming in your face, follow the leader on this. Follow Spirit's guidance in this. So what do you need to watch out for besides your own ignorance and vagueness? I'm being playful with that. Don't get angry. I mean, if you do, there's really nothing I can do to stop it. What do you need to watch out for? Why am I being pulled to the work your light in this when I'm asking that question? I don't even know if that's going to make sense. Seeing the light, laying a foundation, and divine plan. Do something to change your energy. What you need to watch out for. Okay. Don't work yourself to death. Don't work yourself to death. That's pretty self-explanatory. How is your energy as you're moving through this? Do you feel a major drowning obligation of this? Knock it off. It is not the way to go about this. If it's not exciting you, if it's not making you a tidbit nervous, if you are not being very clear about the plans that you want to make, you're going to screw yourself over. There's no way around it. Your vagueness and timidness, tiptoeing around what you're trying to create, what you want to create, what you want to call in, is going to F you over. It will bring you the very vagueness that you put out. You won't know what to do. I've definitely done that. But it seems like there's almost this fear if you are not being vague in it. So I get it. It's like, if somebody sees this, then they're going to think I'm ridiculous. I don't want to be ridiculed. I don't want to feel like I'm asking for too much. Spirit doesn't give a crap. Your higher self doesn't give a crap. It's the most egotistical thing out there. Accept heaven's help, and yes, you are getting the guidance, but you have to be very clear with what you want guidance on. So, you are being helped. I know that you're seeing this in your dreams. I know that you're seeing familiar people in your dreams. I know that you are seeing even familiar people that you have not seen in this life. How crazy is that? It's like you can't pin out who they are in your actual waking life, but when you see them in your dream, it's like, there you are. Pay attention to that. This is somebody who is coming in with a very strong message for you. And this is me giving you a message to be clearer about that. So in a way that I am so if you're waiting for a message on what you need to do, I've been kicked here to deliver it to you. Be direct. So then we have pay attention. You are missing the very obvious signs in front of you. This can come about through some sort of visual effect. You're seeing either an action of what to do, you're seeing a name, you're seeing a date, you're seeing an advice that is laid out before you, or this is something that you have to be picking up through one of your senses. Spirit is being very clear. It could be sending you animals. I'm getting this. You're this is kind of funny because I've been seeing this and it has to be a sign. So Spirit is giving you a sign, but you're waiting for a signier sign. I've seen that twice today alone. You're getting the sign, stop doubting it. The only reason why you're doubting is because you don't actually feel like you deserve what it is that you are being very direct about, whether it's the perfect partner for you, whether it's the perfect job, the perfect income, the place in the world. You don't think that you deserve it. That is the biggest load of crap. Of course you deserve it. I don't care what you've done in your life. Everything is redeemable. Everything is worthy and value of your greatness. We have friendship here. So make a date to play with one or more friends, but actually I feel like this is more about either spirit friends that are on the other side, or this is going to be getting help through the friends that are in your actual waking life. So this, be very careful about who you're networking with. You have to set the mood, and you also have to set the intentions. So the forward movement that you're having problem with is gaining momentum. Excuse me. I think I just hiccuped. Deal with it. So we have the time to move on. Why is there a hard time in moving on? Please, I know why there is. Before we move on, I need to light more incense. Isn't it great? Where's my... Still don't know if I'm allowed to light things on camera because people might think I'm crazy. Actually, they might think I'm crazy to begin with, so you know what? Whatever, have at it. All right, you check it. Let's look at why you have such a hard time moving on with the whole worthiness thing. Because you don't think that you're going to be supported because you were never supported in the past. And your vibration is rising and you're not sure where it's going to go. And you don't trust what your gut is telling you. So this, you may have been forced to relax recently. This might be loss of people or jobs or situations in life that were once considered stable. You lost whatever the sense of stability is. And it looks like this hardship and that sit down alone, that is not only a sign, it's a rite of passage, but also feels like you are underneath Spirit's thumb and you are squirming, trying to get out. Spirit is pinning you down because you need to hear what they are telling you, because you've missed every sign, so it's going to get right in your face and start screaming. Dang it. So after you've absorbed the message, after you have understood what Spirit is trying to tell you and you follow that path, what is the likely result of this? Rider waite, here we go. I need to drink more water. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah! You're walking away from something. You are letting something go. You're letting a sense of failure go. You're letting... You've made the choice on the crossroads. You're moving on. You've made your choice. You're nervous as heck, which I get it. You think that you actually run the risk of being over-saturated in this. So how can you avoid that? Why is it always such a struggle and balance? I'm not giving you crap. I'm giving everybody crap on this. Oh. Disassociation, I get it. Afraid to move on, so you're going to drown yourself in it so you don't even have time to think. Knock it off. You're allowed to mourn and be uncomfortable with what it is that you have to let go of. Do not run away from discomfort. You are going to find the lesson in that. You are going to find the resolve and the ability to move on from that. Okay. So what else? What else do you have to look forward to? Huge tower moment, wouldn't you know it? This tower moment is going to slow everything down. It's going to be a big change, and then it's going to balance out. It's going to calm down. Ooh. Where'd he go? There's a masculine character in your life who is going to cause you a lot of stress, who's going to make a lot of effort to mess with your head. It feels like bad business. It feels like being crushed. Some masculine energy who you are having the tower moment with is going to be a very crushing energy. And I think that it's necessary because it's going to give you the ability to finally move on. So you're afraid of moving on because this masculine energy around you, you're afraid to let go of it, but it's going to end up being very clear as to why you need to let go of this energy. It's going to be something that could be emotionally devastating or upsetting, or just a real stone cold sober look on what this person is in your life. And then I see like, oh, you're a jerk. Okay, no, you can't come with me. Whatever was nerve-wracking before is now long gone by. Sayonara, go F yourself. So now I see that you will be making a really strong move forward without that energy. We have 3 cards, which is a spiritual yes in what you're moving on from. And I see the payoff that is coming from that. That's actually really good. So it's going to be uncomfortable with that release, with that confrontation, but it's going to resolve a lot of the sitting on the fence and the uncertainty and the nervousness about letting go. It's going to dissolve all of that, and then it's going to be like clear direction forward. So final cards for you. The stress is going to be gone out of your life with this person out of your life. I see like you are moving forward with your head held high. You are making the decisions. You are very empowered by it. You are not going to let anyone else influence your needs and decisions in the future. It's not that you won't consider people, but external people are not going to be the driving force in why you do what you do. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So let's see. The secrets of whatever the karmic is going to allow your heart to move on. You have a structure, you have truth, and you have compassion that is in front of you. You are going to be listening with very discerning ears, and you have a major gift from spirit that is going to be coming from you in that discernment, in that balancing act. And also I feel like the scales of justice are finally balanced, and that you are going to be gifted. It's going to take a lot of determination and willpower on your part, but you're not holding yourself back for anyone anymore. So this is a major gift. You're not going to beat around the bush anymore, and it's going to happen very fast. I mean, the manifestation of whatever it is that you're calling out to. So let's see what this is. We have the self-mastery as the final card. Security, wisdom, strength, structure. You have a really strong structure. You are somebody who is very content and who's very self-aware and sure and powerful. All right, you. This has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, the Daily Insight on Life and Love for February 4th, 2022, also being timeless. So if this made sense, awesome and good luck. And I know that the reward is going to outweigh whatever the struggle is. If you do have questions about booking a session, don't forget the provided email address, or you can find me on the social platforms. Definitely send me a DM. Definitely say hello and let me know where you are in the world. But yeah, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Well, it looks like you are starting a really beautiful new cycle. I have a lot of major arcana here, and it looks to start this reading off. We have big messages, a big change, and big commitment coming into play. And guess what card is present? Go on, guess. I'm a total sap. I want to say that this is going to be relationship based. Why do you ask? Because I have the Lovers here. And this is all about intimacy. It's a new cycle. Change is underway. There is a proposal that is being brought forth. This might be a deepening of whatever the commitment that you're already experiencing. Or this is going to be somebody coming out from left field being like, hey, I want you. And you're like, all right. So what I see here is whoever this is involving is really ready to move on from the past, from whatever the focus of a karmic situation has been in their life. I do feel that they have done an exceptional amount of work on themselves. They are really willing to put the effort into this. They understand the commitment as much as you do, and they're working really hard to make this work happen. You know, as far as any readings go, if the person who's popping in your head is abusive or toxic, don't stay in that connection. This is if you're not in an abusive and toxic situation. So what I'm seeing here, mind you what I just said, it's a lot of work, but it feels amazing and it feels worth it. And again, the deepening of commitment, the offer that is being made is love. It's lovely. flipping love it. Yeah, I'm using all those words. So somebody is not going to be holding back by any means or excuse. I do feel like this has been, I feel like their holding back in the past has made this feel like it was completely one-sided. The thing is, they have not been able to move beyond this. I think that they were afraid to move on in whatever this connection has been, but I'm also seeing a really practical start that's coming in here. This is going to be something that is growing. Slow growth is going to be occurring through here, which I think is going to be in kind of the security blanket over the depth of the commitment. So let's see, Spirit, can I get some final cards for this? What do you need to know? Well, wouldn't you know it? Oh. The worst is over. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and Two of Cups energy is present. There was a major lesson that somebody had tried to avoid. Two of Cups is saying that they have left that situation behind. The hope is being restored, and they have something that they genuinely really want to offer you. So I really hope that this made sense. Let me know what happens. Pretty awesome. I almost swear to God that all these mini reads today and the daily that I'm about to do is somehow involving love. What I'm seeing here is bliss. It feels blissful. It feels like somebody is level-headed. They're honest. They are actually going to be talking about whatever this level of honesty is with you. But I see like they're taking a major chance on this. It is masculine energy. It could be divine masculine. It could just be power source. I don't know. But anyway, what I'm seeing with this is somebody is in a really good space. I feel like these two cards are the same person. And this is them taking a chance. They are powerful. They're grounded. They're not losing their head anymore. And wouldn't you know it? Thank God. I think that what you've been dealing with this person is somebody who is incredibly different. And there's so much difference in the personalities that are involved in this, from yours and theirs, however many people this is involving. But I feel like this is probably, anyway. All right, so what I'm seeing here is somebody had to make a very big decision, and this is something that they felt kept them completely wrapped up. I feel like this is something that probably made them go on the fritz mentally, emotionally, probably even verbally. But I see the bliss is starting to take over with whatever this crossroads and celebration is too. I think that somebody actually is working on putting things into order for themselves, and it's creating like whatever their sound structure is. They're trying to be practical about it, but I also feel like you are something that is very much factored into this. It's not like well, thank the Lord and that one. No, it's not that. It's just somebody who was incredibly on the fritz before is coming forward and really making the changes in their life and want to involve you in it. And I see that you give them a major sense of happiness. They feel whole when they're with you. Now, that's kind of annoying to me because as a coach, I'm like, you have to be whole before you get into a relationship. Yeah, great, awesome. This person does not want to go this road without you. So let's see, we have a Wheel of Fortune. Good God. Yeah, it's luck is on your side. And then we have somebody who is really defending this relationship. They're completely honest. They're transparent. They're not going to hide anything. Whatever is hidden is coming to the surface. I see a commitment. I see them taking a leap of faith into this. So honestly, you're at a crossroads. The new path ensures victory, and this is a whole new world you're stepping into with them. So I think that this actually may have been talking about the ascension that you have gone through. It looks like maybe beforehand you were a lot more image-oriented, self-conscious about what others had thought about you. This, it feels like needing to be needed, and I feel like it's overextending what your offer is. Throat chakra. Interesting. It's like overextending what your gifts are to another person or people in your life to make yourself in a way indispensable to them. So it looks like there was a lot that you gave out, which would try to ensure your spot in somebody's life. And it looks like that did not work out. This is something that made a sense of dependency on each other. And also it feels like it was a emotional dependency, almost like an emotional hostage to each other. And what I'm seeing is you, my dear, have gone through the art of letting go and moving on gracefully. I'm going to say it like that. I'm seeing, first off, yeah, moving on gracefully. I'm going to stick with that. This looks like seeing the real beauty and the power in yourself, strictly for yourself, about yourself, to yourself, and really striking out on your own and not holding on to the people of the past in your life. Because while you are this amazing creature, I feel like there is a need and necessity to let go of these people who you had this sense of dependency with. You guys are learning the sense of unattachment. You can have these people in your life, but you don't have to worry about yourself being exiled from that life. And I see that you, in exercise and effort in proving this to yourself, I really feel like you are going to be striking it out on your own to do your own thing and use your mind over your heart, because I don't feel like you, if it were left up to your feelings device, would get outside of this. Your mind is telling you that you need to grow and there's more outside of here. So it's showing you how you've held yourself back, and it's also showing you all the burden that you are carrying and how this has made you cancel out so many aspects of your life and hold yourself back so that you can remain in a sense of dependency emotionally with these people. And I do see that this is being seen as some sort of an irrational behavior on your part. It's going to be something that is, in the end, okay, but right now you're learning the art of letting go and learning how to strike out your own success on your own. So it's going to take time. Weirdly enough, the sense of loss looks like it's actually in pursuits of loss to struggle. So there is something that is being let go, and whatever this dynamic is, you had a lot of really tough choices that you had to make in your life and how you want to move forward. So I'm seeing there's been a lot of breaking up going on in your life, whether it's with people, jobs, living situations, but there's been a ton of breakup and a lot of breakdowns, if you don't mind me saying so. But honestly, I feel like this is actually a major breakthrough with you, and sigh of relief. All of this that you were hanging on to in this 10 of Cups energy, this is where the pain was for you. This is where the toxicity, the feelings of entrapment were with you. And I see that you, in the active choice in letting this go, was a major sense of freedom. So I really want to look at what it was that was so craptastic about the situation. I know, aren't I elegant with my words? So, okay. We have King and Queen of Pentacles both on their keisters in this. So this is really bad and toxic, manipulative, feminine energy. This is somebody who plays hot and cold with their feelings and really keeps you out of the loop, keeps you constantly guessing. And the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is somebody whose action never is consistent. We have lacking consistency all over the board, where you don't know which way is up with them. So I'm seeing that if this is one embodiment, this person is somebody who you're like, you know what? I'm not confused anymore. Sayonara. Bye. So I see you getting away from this is probably the most freeing and healing sensation that you have felt in quite some time. It was incredibly ungrounded. This person or persons in your life, whatever it was actions never meeting words and gaslighting you on it. Why would you keep that around you? So I'm seeing like the healing going on. Are you being too harsh? Are you being a jerk? No. This person was not working on themselves. Whatever they were doing, it wasn't working, and there was no bypassing this. This was going to be stressful no matter what. The stress was going to continue. So You have to be in a more compromisable situation where you are being heard and listened to. It's not always going to work in your favor when you're having a conversation with somebody, but at least with this, you know that whoever you are involving is hearing you and that it's going to be fair. But you have to get away from the Three of Swords energy because it was going to be continuous. You have to get away from it so that it can actually stop in your life. So it's moving on to something much more strong and better for you. This is the truth about a very self-controlled masculine person in your life. It could be male or female, it doesn't matter. But this is somebody who is unable to, I think, really live to their full potential, whether it's imaginary or an actuality in their life. They're not living up to their full potential, and they're having a major complex about it. And the thing is, they're completely lying out their arses about it. This is somebody who really puts the pressure on a feminine person in their life, makes them feel like they're crazy, and tells them that they're overly sensitive. What I'm seeing here is this is all manipulation tactics by some insecure jerkwad in your life. And the whole reason behind it is to keep you kind of under their wing. I see that this is something that constantly keeps you on the defense. And this is something where it's really quick to be fiery and erupt. A lot of fire energy around this. It could be an astrological sign. Honestly, it just feels like really high emotional flares coming from this. And it's to make you feel like you're crazy. You might be dealing with an absolute narcissistic POS. So this is somebody who's long-term in your life. I don't feel like you met this person, you know, last Wednesday or something. If you did, interesting. But honestly, I feel like this is long-term around your life. So you know that they are trying to manipulate you, gaslight you, keep you feeling crazy because they want you, So what is the advice? See it as it's a repetitive cycle and pattern in your life. It is a sense of codependency. And see this as something that is going to continue. This is going to be something that is not going to be a cycle that ends in your life if this is going to involve this person. So stop fighting with them. Don't involve yourself. I think the term is either graystoning them or stonewalling. Greystone or stonewall. I'm not sure which one. Honestly, you're going to avoid a lot more mental disaster by not engaging them. So then we have stop always waiting for the future with this. You need to take care of yourself now and see this as probably the unstable energy that it is. Here we go. Yeah. It's irrational and you got to get off the fence about them. You know exactly what it is in front of you. Call it what it is. I hope that made sense. It's going to be uncovered. Well, I see that you're starting to see the payoff finally, which is great, but it's also leading towards you being on the stingy side or a little bit more possessive and obsessive and very self-controlled kind of way. I see this as you're holding back and holding on to whatever this materialism is and seeing what little that you are seeing grow, put into something that has more of an investment. I see that this is more of trying to be creative with what you have to start with and really making it stretch. I see that there's very little waste of time and efforts and resources that are going in. I really see that you're not willing to spoil the resources anymore on here. Whatever you are planting is going to take a really long time to grow, and this actually might really agitate you, so I just want to give you fair warning about it. You're not followed by bad luck. This is going to have a lot of push and pull going on with it. It's not going to be stable to start with. You're starting to see the payoff, but it's not going to be stable to start with. And I want to give you a little bit more of an opportunity to relax in this and tell you that keep your wits about you. I know you're going to want to freak out, but this is not a failure. This is not bad luck. this is going to be long-term payoff for you. Everything is, I want you to kind of look at it as a graph, you know, especially if you're playing in the market. It's going to have good days and bad days, and some days it's going to feel like all is lost, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Keep playing your hand at this, and try and manage yourself when it comes to just how slow this is moving for you. You might need a distraction. Spirit, okay, now that this seems to be slowing down yet again in your life, what's the advice? Hold on. There is no giving you advice. It's going to seem like a major loss and you're going to freak out about it. I know that you're going to freak out about it, but this is going to yield a new start. So if you're going to freak, go ahead and do it. It does feel like you are getting hit with a major sense of loss. You don't have to claim this at all. But I'm seeing that whatever is lost is going to actually grow exponentially for you. And also it's going to break your stronghold off of it. This sense of loss is necessary to break you of your grip so that you can actually be more free-flowing with it and gain your confidence to stand your ground in the face of adversity or loss and come out on top. Hope that made sense.